work of patience, diligence, and sacrifice. But we will rebel while they destroy. Our socialist gains and achievements can never be destroyed. It is only unfortunate that for Ghana, the various projects and factories which were started by my government have all been abandoned by this so-called National Liberation Council. The 7-year development plan has also been abandoned by this treacherous clique, whose members are too ignorant to realize that a planted seed takes time to germinate before sprouting into the glorious foliage that is visible to all. All the projects which would have benefited us in the future have been abandoned. Where does Ghana stand now? It means we stand on the verge of confusion and chaos. It's also sad that for Africa, the movement to liberate our oppressed brothers of Zimbabwe will be temporarily weakened and our drive for African continental political unity slowed down. Countrymen, the actions of this clique of army and police renegades has put us one step backward, but we shall take 2 steps forward. Stand firm and have confidence in the Convention People's Party, and victory will be ours. We have beaten them before, and we shall beat them again. Fellow countrymen, say nothing if this or that country recognizes this rebellious clique. The recognition or non-recognition of this traitorous clique is irrelevant to the situation. The struggle is a revolutionary struggle. Remember that the struggle of Ghana and Africa has only reached a new phase, a stage of rebirth, out of which shall emerge a greater consciousness of the African personality and dignity. We must evolve new forms of revolutionary struggle to meet the new African situation. Gentlemen, as I speak to you now, several ships that should have unloaded their cargoes of material and machinery meant for Ghana's industries and factories at Tema Harbor have all returned to their home bases because of the actions of these traitorous rebels. They were not allowed to unload these cargoes at Tema. I shall be with you sooner than our detractors expect, and we shall again take up the reins of our industrial development. I have been told of the diabolical acts of brutality, assassination, and barbarism which these murderous army and police rebels have been perpetrating against the people of Ghana. The number of defenseless men and women who have been beaten up, murdered, and maimed is simply heartbreaking. Misled soldiers and police broke into people's homes, heartlessly machine-gunned their occupants, only to come out not only with dead bodies, but carrying refrigerators, wireless sets, boxes and portmanteaus, and other personal belongings of their victims. Mothers are murdered in their own homes. With appalling barbarism, their children are snatched from their lifeless embrace and flung from third and second floor windows to crash dead on concrete pavements below. Gentlemen, these are sad facts. These sad facts speak of hideous acts which one never thought could be perpetrated by any persons who call themselves Ghanaians.
98.7 FM, Baraka, Yetiewo baby.
Good morning to all our cherished listeners and our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube. Miridi Babdul Fatah Yusuf and Fiada Friday, yes, the 20th of the month of February 2026, day 3 of the month of Ramadan, and then day 2 for those who started yesterday. Otu fanya nkopon NG Empire bo na NG yenhu mobo na the esreni say yembo modiana. We should always try as much as possible to conduct and comport ourselves within these moments. It's a moment of reflection. It's a moment of getting back to be sincere, to be faithful, and then to do the right thing. Into say be away Jumaini, will be away Jumano. You should begin to see the changes and the reflections of what Ramadan is teaching you, so that baby away Jumano, Ejumano ebetumpo. Ninginano, Nkoma ene, Yeri Beshasi, and Tiransana, no, Mama Nkuti, I would free Baraka FM 98.7 FM at the in Sawom Ahujo. Yes, Sunyado and Fienu opposite or Namuti free in Tianapoi. Ni Japan edi chassis mo mo ye fasting ne mo munchiri komunina no ye chiacha nyina ti otumfanya nkopɔ ne Nhyira ensane ngomuso na empire mono munkan ho na nyina ntimi bom pae yi ewo ya brabom eni adwuma ye eni ya man Ghana nyina no ye hia asundwe ye hia hoto na ye ntimi enya the friends and the peace that we need to be able to contribute towards making life a meaningful one. To the one of our renowned scholars, the Okache Efa, actually saying fasting, what it means and how we can, at the end of the day, our fast would be accepted.
About you. It's not about your habits. It's not about how good you're going to feel. It's not about your own upliftment. Your Ramadan is about Allah, not you. How can you be sure that Allah has accepted your Ramadan? How can you be sure that Allah has accepted your Ramadan? What's the reward for Ramadan? Whoever fasts Ramadan is forgiven for all of his sins? No. Whoever fasts Ramadan with faith and seeking the reward, Allah will forgive them for all of their sins. We are seeking Allah's acceptance. You want your Ramadan to be accepted? First and foremost, Ramadan comes upon you. You do not come upon Ramadan. If Ramadan comes upon you and you avoid what Allah Azza wa Jal has commanded you to avoid, and you do what Allah has commanded you to do, bi'idhnillah, your Ramadan is accepted. Your Laylatul Qadr is accepted. Allah Azza wa Jal does not look at it and say, oh well, this much, you prayed this much on Laylatul Qadr versus that. It starts with this. So long as we observe the season the way that we are supposed to observe the season, it is accepted. Your Ramadan is not about
Yo, it's here for we any day. Futu kakra, what do I say? Ramadan is not about you, it's about your Creator. What do you do to be able to please Him and then be able to be in the good books? Ninginano. So when you say, "Yeah, kobe ninano," need to me, any ahondi, any abia apart from the ono to fanya nkopon. Yes, why ohu ya mobo? Awa dumie. Eno, any idea? Emerebiano, say emphasida. Famano muma yanko again na yankoshe die mampini sexuality Ndomani Mahama nchia odima kremofo titru National Chief Imam. Yes, yanking kind the statement that was released from the Flagstaff House, and you could see it's not even released. The President, His Excellency Ndomani Mahama, had to really join the National Chief Imam to extend these warm greetings of Ramadan to all Muslims in their country. The statement reads, President Mahama extends warm Ramadan greetings to Muslims. The President Ndomani Mahama has extended warm greetings to Ghanaians as the holy month of Ramadan begins. In a message released on Friday 20th, he and his wife, Lordina Mahama, wishes Muslims across the country a spiritually fulfilling and blessing Ramadan. In this statement, the President described Ramadan as a special time, a month of reflection, renewal, and coming together as one community. He encouraged Muslims observing the fast to seek purification of the hearts and strengthen their main iman, that is faith, while praying for good health, peace of mind, and abundant mercy throughout the month. The President emphasized the importance of compassion, generosity, and discipline during the month of Ramadan. He noted that while fasting involves abstaining from food and drink, the true essence of the month lies in showing kindness to all, particularly those less fortunate. President Mahama also called on Ghanaians to use the holy month to foster unity, love, and peace within their communities. Quotes, let us strengthen the bonds that bind us and deepen our sense of togetherness across our beloved nation. End of quote, he said in a message. Concluding his Ramadan message, President Muhammad said, from my family, we wish you a spiritually fulfilling blessed Ramadan Mubarak. May Allah accept your worship. His message comes as Muslims across Ghana prepare to begin the 3rd-day period of fasting, prayer, and reflection. Tinweni die, Yaman Penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Oma Ghana Kremufoni na omochire kom amoshasi fasting. And day 3 for those who started earlier, and then day 2 for those who started yesterday. And then I'll pay Yedi Shasi and Sunday I call for our main newspaper review segment. I'm Meribiano Yedi Bremo. Until now, pay the Asidapan Edima Utun Fonyon Kuponsa Wasaya Adon Wasama Yasashiabium Ewo. This huge platform. Yes, Baraka, the station with the blessing. Muti free. And inti call for a short break. Then we go into the details of the stories that makes the headlines this morning.
Baraka FM. Baraka FM.
Hey Harris, you're going to be on stage in 5 minutes.
For Baraka 98.7 FM, Mutiefri Ahujo in Sawam. Yes, opposite the Chief Palace. Aha, and a Mutiefri. Edikai, and Daily Graphic was the GRA, National Security, sees tracks in tax evasion bust. Hey, Asambane. Just a 2 uncle to ya. I'm at me developing Ghana. No, and no person bet you. They want to go behind, but wait there. Nyankopa ya dom security for no atimi anya omo ntino yebo mani ana yama yakona yakoti fence GRA boss the orca about this, and the parliament nso react here say ombo modian security agencies ni nyina ombo modiana sika sefata say nkrofo omo ye business bia no betu ya no say titiri omo modi nyama free amanoni back room ha. President signed 24-hour economy law paves way for economic transformation framework, and also ewa and an info so a better story no front page of the Daily Graphic. Cocoa board Dr. Randy Abbey on the CEO cocoa board. Was the cocoa board pays 1 billion to cocoa farmers. 1 billion Ghana cedi to cocoa farmers, and also ewa that's the front page of the Daily Graphic. Yenshe the National Forum or see then chiefs incomplete without Queen Mothers. Chiefs incomplete without Queen Mothers. And they say nukrewu. And I mean because they are chiefs but they don't have Queen Mothers. Some other places we have Queen Mothers but we don't have chiefs. We any day free Queen Mothers for a cassette there be ya himfo omudi juma pa juma mo ya mai enya juma kitwa ombo modiana omonsho Queen Mothers na intimi emma bibia enko wano Cocoa at the grassroots, who should share the risk? Cocoa at the grassroots, who should share the risk? And also and the front page of the National Forum. Oko Baraka FM 98.7 FM Facebook ubenya stories we nyina ye kinkan mamui. The Metro Lens see cocoa farmers hit the streets over price cut. And also our National Health Insurance Target Student with Campus Connect Initiative. University of Ghana Legon, UHAS and ATU TTU connected. Just say registration for National Health Insurance, mama addition for more tertiary institutions. MPP unveils timeline and guidelines for internal elections. Also page 3 of the Metro Lens. Akim Oda Central Market set to open mid-March 2026. We MCE and the Assembly editor assures Kotoku overlord. The informal newspaper says Serene Insurance backs local capacity to underwrite marine cargo risk. Cocoa farmers yell at Mahama, restore our price now. Just a demonstration na egusu ebubobai. Kisi Ejabin survives much violent tactics as baseless petitions fall flat. We ubeshe infonia na the informal newspaper and Kisi Ejabin versus Martin Pebu and omuri omfoni adia two story no. Yes. And also no ewaha Metrolens no now you share the informal newspaper and so see poor roads resource constraint force expectant mothers to deliver at home. Man 60 in Nakok grip 60 years pa the source newspaper say Obin AJ eulogizes late Alhaji Sadiq Ahmed. Our mentor father, Alhaji Abu Bakr Sadiq Ahmed, was the manager, station manager of the Radio Universe on Ghana's premier university campus. In fact, that man has done a lot for young journalists across the country who he mentored. It took them through what communication, what journalism is all about. We share the likes of our own celebrated Bernard Avle. It's a product of Alhaji Abu Bakr Sadiq and some other ones that you know of, Bolari and the rest of them. And 3 days of Alhaji Abu Bakr Sadiq. And I say, Obineji eulogizes late Alhaji Sadiq Ahmed. The story, you can find it in the source newspaper, page 4. Minority Junk Security and Intelligence Agencies Bill. Action Shiraj report on Tutubi Kwache Mahama told. No winner in KMAPM race after 2 ballots. Demo cocoa farmers demand price cut reversal. The daily guidance was the AG failed to make case against me, won to me. Russian terrorist identity in dispute. Majority justifies cocoa price cuts as government release 855 million Ghana cedi for farmers. Man 60 nabbed over Gant's drug sales. Mahama signs 24-hour economy bill. Daily guide who called Baraka FM 98.7 FM on Facebook. You have details of this story. The Daily Searchlight was saying was it Closac signals nationwide strike over delayed salary reforms. NAM1 tells High Court BOG guided structural changes to men's gold operations. To be kwache hot. I'm saying, hey, as somebody. All right, let's go back to the story. The Daily Searchlight was it to be kwache hot as Shiraj reprimand sparks call for presidential action over Ghana Gas Board chair asset disclosure lapses. NAM1 tells High Court NPP committed to rebuilding party through credible internal elections. Justin Kudua and this Assembly editor. The New Crusading Guide or CDD falters Mahama's reset agenda delivery, says intention is credible. Kokofu eyes MPP General Secretary slot, vows to stir party for 2028 comeback. DVLA boss Paris smear antics. then is giving employment to any NPP or individual. Sorry, let me call again. I'm saying the story. DVLA boss Paris Smear Antics denies giving employment to any NPP group or individual. Hey, the story, Benny. You get the newspaper then for details for you. CJ draws red line as judicial service stop disputed Okwapehi from court discommissioning. Cocoa farmers protest against price cut. And also the Daily Statesman, also the Security and Intelligence Bill faces minority pushback. The full detail of the story is on page 2 of the Daily Statesman. Now, also Mahama asked to remove Totobi Kwache over assets. Asset declaration and asset. The full detail of the story is on page 3. To me, enya newspaper na the Bokrata Daily Statesman and this has some edit to job. NP reveals looming scandal at Cocoa Board. And also page 3 of the Daily Statesman newspaper. Land Minister cracks down on mining fronting. And also the Chronicle newspaper also said cocoa farmers protest mid-season price cuts. Mahama's 855 million Ghana cedi hamper for cocoa farmers. Yes, and also the Daily Gist newspaper also say NPP national chairman position goes for 50,000 Ghana cedi. 15,000 Ghana cedi. Yes. EC boss escapes mosquitoes dagger. Hey, mosquito no mukana say why. You get the details of the story on page 3 of the Daily Gist newspaper, and then pay Vincent Asefua petitions OSP Shiraj over conflict of interest at Cocoa Board. Cocoa farmers reject Mahama's 28% haircut. And also Totobi Kwache fails asset declaration test. Ramford Jampo sex for grades pops up again. And also the story is on page 2 of the Daily Statesman. Mahama assent Daily Gist newspaper say Mahama assent to 24-hour economy authority bill. The Guardian Point newspaper say then Kohu Business Forum 2026 promises bigger platform for enterprise innovations and access to capital. GRA National Security intercept 12 trucks loaded with cooking oil. Spaghetti in 85 million Ghana cedi suspected tax evasion scheme. Just one. I said to you, no, the Ghanaian point in so Eddie Etuja Anope. Or see, resetting Ghana's mining sector, Mahama pushes indigenous participation and local value addition. Cocoa Board needs 30 billion Ghana cedi to remain operational. We are majority and the assembly to draw. The Inquisitor newspaper was saying agenda to remove special prosecutor cartel humbled. I didn't hear because the Chief Justice said there's no any merits in that allegations. TCDA and CEO makes solid proposal at the Three Crops Summit. May Allah grant you strength for the Ramadan, Napo tells Muslims. And also Dr. Matthew Pokumprempe. On him say on running mates during the 2024 general elections. As to whether he's going again or Baumia, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia is going to change another person and in the Nimansa. And the infant to change. Actually, said details anybody are amamo. Free land for Mahama's project, Mida tells chiefs. Daily Statement, I'm saying, I can't wait. Until we any day, the Obokrata and I don't pay Omodi Tuja, FR, the Ecoso, Ewo, ye mine Ghana. Nhyira uko Baraka FM 98.7 FM. So you get the full details of those stories. Until Mumba Wadia na Munkoto newspapers, na Muntimi. Namuntimi empty the econo assay. But some of the stories, we would like to read it for you to be able to really appreciate what is happening in mine Ghana. So in the news today, and now no pay or see NLC orders striking university unions back to negotiation table. Yes, National Labour Commission. On said, if they have certain concerns, this is where it is being resolved. In the moment, we are saying NLC, National Labour Commission orders striking university unions back to negotiation table. Also, the National Labour Commission has directed 4 striking tertiary education unions to continue engagement with the Fair Wages and Salary Commission, the Sector Ministry, and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission (GTEC) over outstanding salary arrears, Tier 2 pension contributions, and overtime allowances. Under the directive, the parties have been given 1 month to report back to the NLC on the progress made towards resolving the issues that triggered the industrial action. The decision follows a meeting between the Commission and 4 teacher unions and respondent in an effort to address the grievances raised. The union involves the Senior Staff Association, University of Ghana, the Teachers and Educational Workers Union of the Trades Union Congress, TEU and TUC, Federation of University Senior Association of Ghana, PUSAC, and the National University Administrators Association of Ghana, TUAG. Meanwhile, the unions have agreed to suspend the strike following the injunction secured by the Commission at the High Court. Yes, we ended the course with regards to the TUC. The friend saying it might for our more various universities. The findings no more omonya and so mind to us na yemfa eno embremo and sane yakọ nsemfu for so see at the findings the commission found that as of January 1st 2026 the migration of upgraded staff had been completed to address concerns relating to salary arrears. It was established that part of the Tier 2 contributions being complained by the 2 unions had been paid. Additionally, NLC noted that following migration onto the single spine salary structure, allowance within the public service are negotiated by the Public Service Joint Standing Negotiation Committee under the category 2 and 3. Overtime pay falls within the category of the allowances. In sema yakoso efa your friend saying NLC, National Labour Commission, any university staffs who have issues with their Tier 2 and some allowances. Yes, the next leading story, the CDD, the issue of the 1 year of His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's administration. Particular story. The article is reported by David Apinga on My Joy Online. That's February 19th. And also then CDD calls for independent anti-corruption commission in 1 year review of Mahama administration. Corruption party and the moment the details of the story. Also the Center for Democratic Development Ghana, CDD Ghana, has urged sweeping in institutional reforms to strengthen Ghana's anti-corruption architecture, warning that the first year of the John Dramani Mahamad's administration shows both encouraging steps and significant gaps. It is 1 year governance assessment released on Thursday, February 19th. The civil society organization called for urgent establishment of an independent anti-corruption and ethics commission to consolidate the work of existing accountability bodies. CDD Ghana recommended implementing the Constitutional Review Committee proposal to merge the current fragmented mandate of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, the Economic and Organized Crime (YOCO), and the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice (SHIRAJ) into a single independent body. The think tank argued that the present structure weakens coordinating and effectiveness in tackling corruption. It further proposed removing the Attorney General's prosecutorial authority over corruption cases and transferring that power to the proposed independent commission. The CDD Ghana has also called for legal safeguard. CDD Ghana also called for legal safeguards to prevent political interference in prosecutions. Quotes, ensure that the Attorney General or any person exercising prosecutorial authority may not discontinue a commenced prosecution without leave of courts. End of quote. The report recommended. Beyond the structural reforms, the organization stressed the need for sustained financing of accountability institutions. It urged the government, quote, to provide adequate and sustained funding for accountability institutions, moving beyond rhetorical commitment to actual transfer of budgetary allocation. The report warned that the chronic underfunding has historically undermined Ghana's anti-corruption effort. CDD Ghana also pressed the government to fast track. So praise the government. I think they made a mistake here. Yeah, to fast track the long-delayed conduct of public officers bill. According to the group, the proposed law must contain comprehensive provisions on ethics, asset disclosure, and conflicts of interest to close existing loopholes in the government framework. The think tank further called on robust implementation of the National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action and caution against repeating the shortcomings of the previous NACAP 1. In its overall assessment, CDD Ghana acknowledged that it described as promising early signals by the Mahama II administration, including limiting ministerial appointment, launching a code of conduct for appointees, supporting the OSP initiative, initiating asset recovery effort. However, it stressed that the administration flagship reset agenda will ultimately be judged by the concrete outcomes rather than policy announcement. Quotes, also the test of the reset agenda will not be rhetoric, but the concrete institutional reforms, consistent enforcement, and political will to apply accountability standard uniformly across all actors in government, the report concluded. CDD Ghana pledged to continue monitoring the government's performance, noting that citizens who have vested sovereignty in the administration expect measurable progress in the fight against corruption. Mumbai Emphasia etiofo na yenko for a short break. Yaba, they will give you some of the things that is making the headlines. Your mind, Ghana. 101.7 FM. Yes, the playback of the course so Akutia efa interfaith and how yebetimi abomodea ayisa suban boni drug issues in the midst of our students, our children who are the basic and the second cycle institutions. Emre biano report ba no se dudona se unhu se onomu nsadia ende se red ana we ana shisha eno na ekoso eno so no de ne se ese o mabrabo omudachi no na akọ friends in out of gear nti we any day futu a empenyifa akukudam omu ba adwumade na se no futu amudima enkwala na enkwala no so no yebi wi no no dudu na so no omu da nyame asise ankanye se nchiche we ana se dwade dia anka some of them don't even know what drug abuse is all about. Ndima nkoti one of the speakers, yes, Mr. Aborov Kishk, who spoke on that day, and it was very, very exciting. You know, I say, esefata say muso muntimi NTA the ekoso. Ntino mama yanko ne yankoti the ekoso ewo akotia at the district assembly.
UPSC Accra and Tamale Technical University, so that's formerly Tamale Polytechnic. Brother Kushtain, you know, that's we also call him Kushtain, Kishk Kushtain, is driven by a clear mission to ignite new mindsets, inspire possibility thinking, and empower young people across Africa to rise into purpose, leadership, and greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Brother Kishk. Let's clap for him. So after the talk, Baru went to him. Were you not the one at Tamale Folly? So a few years ago, he said I was the one. So that's how long we know each other. He's 26, right? That's 20 years. That's 20 years. So I just said you're also growing. You know, so his name is Aborov Kishk. He's an international motivational speaker. He has dedicated over 15 years, you know, to motivating and empowering young people to achieve their fullest potential. Through his transformative initiatives, he has impacted and inspired more than 500,000 students. You know, I listened to him as a student. So you can imagine, back at SHS, I listened to him. So you can imagine. So when we say more than 5, you know what we are, these are not just mere numbers, you know. So he has impacted, inspired more than 500,000 students and youth across Ghana and beyond. I'm adding that. In recognition of his work, he was named one of the 100 most influential young persons in the world by Opportunities Hub, Nigeria. This is in 2021. He is the founder and executive director of the Final Point Foundation, FPF, a leading anti-drug abuse advocacy organization affiliated with Drug Free World, Los Angeles, USA. He is also